Commissioner for Sacred Place. What is happening? They are educated people. It's about education. It's about how well you work on your people. They are people that can be nothing.
They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Music. Aha. Wani madianya wara wa monyoju weyan ke wana wa kuna ngira wasia wa pebiabu wana wa kuna ngonwa wasia wa pebiabu kena be monya be niaka I'm a freedom fighter oh wa monya oh I'm a freedom fighter de ninyo bi okwasa.
Oh yes indeed. What a great day. Another opportunity. Fellow Liberians, a pleasant good morning, good morning, and welcome to yet another great day, wonderful opportunity. And of course, it's good to be back behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. And of course, today is Tuesday. There are too many things to talk about. Of course, lots of things on the menu. Yes, indeed, yesterday, Joseph Nimba County left the country with another huge delegation for some useless passing around, and then they will end it up at the UNGA, and they try to use the UNGA to cover up for their medical leave. Bwaka is technically leaving for medication. What is Bwaka going to do raw island? Is the raw island that their UN can have a general assembly? For making one island smart. As soon as the man hit the ground, the man going raw island and go see the doctor. You ain't like to hear this, but it is the fact. Oh yeah, you burn your sick president and you don't want to hear the facts. So the sick old man who's disastrously running this country, and there are confirmed reports coming about torture, sodomization, grave human rights abuses. What is coming is going to be interesting. Liberian people give you power, you interpret the power or use the power and abuse the power and start to do all kinds of dirty things to people because you view them as opposition or as critics. You start to abuse their human rights. All the guys within the national security sector of our country, your days are coming. The SOD way of treating human beings that you've brought to the national security of this country here. When liberator turned to human rights abuser, of course, when it came their time, their minds have changed.
What kind of people this you? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They want Action case. They said they have all of the evidence to prove 100% that they want. They not sodomized people. They not brutalized people. All kinds of things. But wait, we are getting there, like Abi will say. And in Nimba, it's important to let you know that the attempt to reconcile the differences between the Vice President Kun and of course Senator Koga ended in deadlock. Koga has insisted that for any reconciliation to happen, it's not going to happen in Monrovia. It must happen in Nimba. If you say you can go if you want to papi then. If you say you can Nimba, let all the case right here. Damn it, Koga man. Koga say. Koga just want to prove that they may have lost grip. So he say can't Nimba. When you go into the meeting and I'm going to the meeting, then we'll know who's the godfather of Nimba. Now right there you know who's the godfather of Nimba. So it's a whole game. Come, let's have the meeting in Nimba. So the errors will be there. You will drive, you go to the meeting, we'll see, right? And then Koga will drive to and go there. Then the world will see who's actually in charge of Nimba before the meeting even starts. What a great strategy. Or else you on your own. What is happening with the exchange rate? Is it normal? Right now, the regular thing you hear, no liberty. In our own country, we can't find liberty. So which part of the world we supposed to go get liberty? Why is the government holding the money? Why is the government holding the money to create, artificial, or whatever the case may be, but you hold the money just to achieve your political goal of reducing the rate, but at the same time you're destroying other people's money, you're destroying other people's businesses. Well, what kind of stupid government is this? Look at the man who is the fiscal manager. Look at the man. So this morning we spent time with Gafon and Samoa, Henry Samoa. You know, we told Samoa that, look, Samoa, you are a man. We let to give people the time. And as soon as we give you the time, we respect you, you won't respect yourself, then we all go in the mud. So this morning, somebody should tell Henry Samoa, we have a breakfast together. We have a cup of coffee here that we all going to drink. Since he came, we've been giving him some little space, but it seems like he want to bypass his respect. You can't play with the Liberian people. You can't hold the money. Then we suffering, we'll go full of money. Some men will tell you, we care our money. Some men will give 850. Some men will give 875. Why are you making fun all of us? Why are you making fun out of us? Just for you to take the one position, your uncle had to be paying people, bribing people, and telling them to leave the job. We don't talk about that one. We leave it. You get it now, then you say that he misbehaving. But this man will disrespect you sufficiently, and you know, say what happening is hurting everybody. Then Gafon, he really losing respect. Nobody respect Gafon anymore. Gafon is a blatant liar, big-headed liar, disgraceful liar, deceitful. You feel say that you are palabra whole thing doing anymore. Can't sit and be intellectual, lying about things. You see the Liberian people suffering, then you lying. You lie. You say nobody taking less than 150 in the country. So the people that are calling or talking about the taking 150, what play the air? They're not in Liberia. They're not government of Liberia they're working for. You say, oh, you started paying for August since the I don't know what. And up to now, people are telling us that they didn't pay. Well, what kind of man is so? Right? And now how you can lose your respect though? That's how you can lose your respect. So the small, because you won't be acting like that, right? No, nobody can be stealing from the country. Then they be thinking that they can just sit down anywhere and talk all kinds of things. You start tomorrow, you say, oh, nobody putting water in gallon, buying water in gallon. How dare you? How dare you, finance minister? You sit on you lie like that. So you know what you're doing? Basically, these are the lies that they will tell the partner, so the partner will stop giving support towards certain area they will feel abroad has, and pass that one. So you see, our problem will not get solved because you have public officials that go to partner, they go to meeting with partner, they lie to the people. Gafon lie say, oh, all the water pouring morals solved. Everybody getting pipe on water. Nobody buying water in gallon anymore. Let you go down the streets. People all over the place. But Higa, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Abu. Good morning to you. Good morning to Liberians. We are back here. Today is Tuesday, and we are grateful to God that we are beaming with good health and that of our that's sound health and of course life. So it's good. We are back here to continue with the Liberian people's job. And we have said it, too many things to talk about, too many contradictions, too many terrible things happening in our country. And it is only us at Freedom FM that can fearlessly see what is happening to our country, because just us, we are not depending on the pockets of those who are in power. We are not depending on the pockets of politicians. So we see things here from our conscience. And yes, we are here to uncover the hidden leaks. Too many things, just too many things here this morning. So for today, again,
What,
today is
Tuesday?
Tuesday. I think so. Yeah, this. What is that? But today is Tuesday, and we are here. Don't forget also the Freedom Cash giveaway is here, and of course, the Freedom Cash giveaway today is the Wese Wasa, and of course, with that, you know that you can just use 50 Liberian dollars and win for yourself up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. So how can you do that? As usual, the code is star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash, and for just 50 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to receive up to 10,000 Liberian dollars here, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,005, and of course 10,000 The cash price is here this morning. So 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. At 8:15, we want to do our first draw to give you money. So what do you do? Continue to play. The reason we brought this down is to also give you, the listeners, the opportunity to form a part of the back to school bonanza. And the back to school bonanza draw is going to be on the 30th of this month. So all you have to do, you that are playing with $100, you're using $100 to play one time before. No, use $100 now to play 2 times. So if you're using 500 to play 5 times, now you can use 500 to play 10 times. So all those plays that you're playing is adding to your back to school draw. It's adding to your back to school raffle. So if you've been playing, maybe when we had it at 100, you were playing 5 times every day. Now you can step it up now to at least 10 times, which is going to be 500 or maybe 6-7 times, whatever you want to play every day. And the more you play, the better your chances are. You will be winning here immediately as part of our cash prize draw here on the show. You'll be winning here, and then preparing yourself also for the back to school bonanza draw, where you could be winning 100,000 scholarship form, 50,000 semester form, 25,000 semi-semester form, and of course the 10,000 transportation form. All of that just on this platform. So the next 15 minutes is up for you to play using star 255 star 1 hash. For those of you using the button phone, and then star 255 star 1 hash for those of you using the current the smartphone. So you choose either your Liberty account, which is 50 Liberian dollars, or your USD account, which is 25 cents. So it is up to you. 15 minutes from now, we will try to do our draw, Abu. Is that it?
Yeah, definitely. It's 5 minutes to 8 o'clock. I'm on the radio. Whoever is calling will have to text me. So folks, this is it. And You know, the way things are going, he got just one minute.
So yes, things. But there is this document coming from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The reason for which the how you call her Karishma was dismissed. In fact, she was suspended. While serving suspension, she decided to resign. So the reason why she did that, there are documents about there have been prior issues, like we told you the other day, just like it is at the DEA. Continuously, there are internal fights among officials of government. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is one of them.
Okay.
Karishma released a very voluminous complaint to at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It was the basic upon which, because
addressed to her
to
boss,
the minister, it was the
minister
basic.
proper.
It was the basic upon which she got suspended. Apparently, those involved.
So what happened first?
So on the 2nd of September, Karishma did a communication to the ministry. I want to get it out here. Maybe we can get a gist of what it is.
On the 2nd.
Yes.
Then on the 2nd. Then on the 8th, she got suspended.
She got suspended by
no, not on the 8th. It was on the 4th
that she got suspended.
Then on the 8th, she resigned.
Yeah, she resigned. Yesterday,
yesterday was the 8th.
Yesterday was the 8th.
From the way you said me right. So she made the claims about being sidelined. You guys trying to collect the actual, I skimmed through it on yesterday. I came across it and looked at it, and then subsequently the dean of cabinet, the doyen of the Liberian cabinet, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, as much as she's misplaced, she appears very clueless about that job. But any which way in Liberia, you get people who will help you, and and then you qualify. The country will keep putting the wrong people, because so fake PR people can do for things. Now almost start passing around. Oh, Nepal. She Nepal.
There were people who went at the legislature to campaign for her to
it's only they made a plain noise here, so it is unable to painstakingly evaluate the person's credential.
I think I'm mistaken.
Right? It is difficult to properly evaluate the person, but in a which way, she is the foreign minister occupying a place with bare minimum contact or connect within the cycle to unlock any strong potential for growth and development for the country. So she responded by suspending, but it appears that this thing is a long-seated rivalry, right? And of course, women, the ego thing, all inside, and all of that
power, the greed for power.
So I'm told Charisma was very close to the deceased COS, to the president. They were as close, right? So apparently she too used that as some kind of comparative advantage, very close to the president's office. So my boss, you can't do anything to me any which way. And so these things have been playing. And so it came a time, so she felt like, okay, the person you're depending on, the person no longer there. So it's a perfect opportunity to shoot. So all the disrespect been showing me, now you're suspended. They say, oh, suspend me. And, when you start feeling like you and somebody equal, or the person can do nothing to you.
So this is a communication.
Then the person takes an action. Then you say, oh, so what are you trying to do? Okay, so I resign. In fact, I leave
I resign.
Nonsense. What do you think? Who you think you are? Nonsense. I'm leaving the place. So the only thing I don't want to see Karishma come and talk all the dirty things that happen. Look, when your friend woman do something to you and make you feel you got to talk. Don't I say, okay, you free airtime, come here. Won't know what that woman did to you. Speak your mind or forever hold your peace. Don't be a coward. Charisma, they say the thing that you went through in our place, it was not easy. So come out, you speak. Let the Liberian people know the truth.
If not, your reputation could be tarnished, because some they will be misinterpreting the reason why you got suspended. and the only person that can clarify things is you yourself. You have to come here. You have
because we have a society where the boss is always right.
So you have to make yourself available to speak to some of these issues. If not, your reputation, your high-end reputation, could be damaged just for little or nothing. So this was Charisma Communication. It's a very long thing. Maybe we just skip through. So from
you're going for the main points.
From Honorable Charisma Piano Red, Assistant Minister for International Organization, to his that's Her Excellency Sarah Beslow Yanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs, CC Copy, Ambassador George Wallace, Senior Advisor on Foreign Affairs to the President of Liberia, Honorable Gabriel H. Sally, Deputy Minister for Administration, Chairman and members of the Policy Advisory Council or the PAC, blah, blah, blah. Subject complaint, formal complaint regarding the undermining of the office of the Assistant Minister for International Organizations, Bureau for International Organizations Affairs within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. September 2, 2025. Honorable Minister, with my higher compliments, I respectfully submit this formal communication to express serious concern over the persistent undermining of the statutory functions of the office of the Assistant Minister for International Organizations, which continues to impede the effective discharge of my mandate. It has been observed that critical information and coordination, particularly regarding preparations for and participation in the United Nations General Assembly or the UNGA, have not been duly shared with my office. The payment mission of Liberia to the United Nations has also failed to maintain the required coordination with the Bureau of International Organizations, thereby weakening the effectiveness of our engagement at the multilateral level. The permanent mission of Liberia to the United Nations does not share any information with my office and refuses to share any information on the UNGA as we prepare for the 80th UNGA, as this action is a repeat to what has happened during the 79th UNGA preparation last year. She says that. Furthermore, I have been consistently excluded from engagements with ECOWAS, the African Union or the AU, the Minor River Union or the MRU, international maritime meetings, and other international organizational forums where Liberia's participation is vital. Apart from a limited number of United Nations engagements, including UNGA and certain meetings of the International Atomic Energy Agency or the IAEA, my office has regrettably been sidelined from broader international and regional processes that fall squarely within the mandate of the international organizations. Also, the United Nations office in Liberia no longer coordinates with my office as Assistant Minister for International Organizations. I have been excluded from all meetings and engagements by the UN entities here in Liberia, of which, Honorable Minister, I had mentioned to you verbally and also through messages with no action taken in this regard. Of additional concern in the establishment is the establishment of a parallel section under the office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs on United Nations Security Council or the UNXC. Matters with new position created that directly overlap with and undermine the statutory responsibilities of the Bureau of International Organizations.
Okay, you got that hold it there. I'm not sure we're going to read all of that, right? So go to the memo. You got a memo the foreign minister wrote in response to that, right?
No,
Where she got suspended. You don't have that yet. Okay, but then subsequently there was a memo issue. charisma and not too serious. Coming with our time on.
Yeah, sure. Just start to clear.
Yeah. So memorandum. This was issued. Okay. I know this is not that. Where is? Okay, this is it. From Her Excellency Madam Sarah Beslo Yanti, Minister, say I extend my regards and wish to inform that Honorable Karishma Peno, right, Assistant Minister for International Organization, has been suspended from her role as Assistant Minister for the Bureau of International Organizations by the Executive Mansion on September 3, 2025, with immediate effect. Honorable Daniel Kokwe will serve as officer in charge of the Bureau of International Organization. He will work closely with Dr. Ibrahim A. Nyen, Deputy Minister for International Cooperation and Economic Integration. Kindly accord Honorable Kokwe all the necessary assistance or assistances that he will need during the discharge of his duties, with kind regards. So this is where we are. So based on some of what has been transpiring, in the ministry between the two, Sarah managed or succeeded in convincing the executive mansion to suspend the young lady. So the young lady opted to resign, but she was late. She's already been suspended. So in her way, she could not serve that suspension. She had to resign. So, but let me say congratulations to my friend Daniel. Daniel is in charge, Daniel Kokwe, and he's the Assistant Minister for Foreign Affairs. So he goes on the other side. I don't know what is it, how's it going to be like, but this is what is it. So, the Foreign Service works a little differently from how many people see, administration in other contexts. And so it is a kind of a traditional environment where too much of all of these flexing of rights or modernity, just in a which way, and it remains a kind of reserved environment where protocols and of course layers are always respected, and of course you have to follow the chain of command, the orders of importance, or if you may, these things are things that you have to always take cognizance of when you're operating within the realm of the foreign service or diplomacy. So unfortunately, I don't know what is Charisma's training. I don't know her background. And aside from seeing her into a lot of Facebook drama prior to her ascendancy at that level, right? I'm not sure if she's schooled in the area to understand the kind of I shouldn't say restriction, or but the kind of discipline that working at the foreign affairs comes with. So she might have gone in there and being this Facebook celebrity and thinking like that place doesn't work like that.
That bossy
Yeah,
style.
so it doesn't work like that. The foreign minister down there, no matter who occupy that foreign minister, is the president of that place, though, my sister, right? So, and you can detect to the foreign minister, you can detect, right? That's gross insubordination. So, any which way you place it from a standpoint of diplomacy and of course foreign service, she's dead wrong. I think it's out of ignorance, it's out of incompetence, and not knowing the structure and not knowing the procedure, and just being there, and feeling entitled. Oh, we all campaign for the papier, and when you give people job on the basis of political patronage, right, and caring less about their qualification, their suitability, their backgrounds, and all that, this is what you get, right? Smaller thing that could be handled, and you the channels are there, right? But this is not how you don't run the Ministry of Foreign Affairs like you're running some kind of BT pageant office. No, absolutely not. Nobody will countenance that. It doesn't work like that, right? And if we kind of support these kinds of attitude, That how people get sent into foreign service, they are there, then they start doing things regularly. No, you can. So yes, she opted to resign. That's good for her. We can put political spin on everything, but the one doesn't deserve it because the individual, if she knew what she was down there for and the place she was, I'm not sure that was going to be her reaction. She was going to act differently. But the ignorance and the lack of training in the area and the terrain is not her terrain. And like I said, send her girl to Mikat where she go to the
cultural affairs,
the beauty pageant area, and be there, and and probably she was going to do a little much more better there. So the woman said she's supposed to be doing. First of all, Ibrahim here is a direct. In fact, before communication move from her and come to those, she's not supposed to be dealing with the minister directly to the chin, right? But you're jumping. In fact, you're probably grossly insubordinating your direct boss. Then you're jumping. You think it got to be at the level of you and the minister. That's rudeness. I mean, absolute rudeness. She should have been dismissed, right? She should have been dismissed, fired. She did not even deserve to be in that place, right? So you can go do all your other human rights thing and go buy around whole day. It's only take your put your but blame you are blame Boka. And the people then were just sending names to him. But anyway, I John Palmer was on John or so on John Red. So you sort it out, right? But if you won't count all the things that are happening, we're the voice of the voiceless. Come, you sit down, you tell your own. But when these conversations are held in the diplomatic realm, you will not enjoy any right. And I mean, you show disrespect to your boss and all that. So, but I think we can skip past that one now.
Yeah, sure,
right?
we can.
So the rate issue is another thing. People are crying, people are complaining out there, right? Out of a sudden, all we saw happen the moment the president arbitrarily pronounced the reduction in the prices of certain commodities on the market. Subsequently, what we witnessed was the unprecedented, decline or fluctuation in the exchange rate that have been stable for quite some time prior to the pronouncement by the president, which clearly for me exposed the knee-jerk nature of the president's action, because you needed to take into consideration other economic factor, interdependable variables, and be sure that your actions will not have any kind of adverse effect on the smooth, running of the Liberian economy. Because you can't be solving one problem, creating several others. That is not smart. And this is where I bring in the managers, the fiscal and, of course, monetary managers of our economy. What sort of input they made in these processes, right? What sort of input they made? And as things are going now, why are they tight-lipped? Why is the Central Bank of Liberia not speaking? Samoa? Why is Samoa not saying anything? Right? Liberians are suffering the scourge, right, of the terrible. The last time there was update about the rate on the Central Bank official Facebook handle was 3 days ago. The market buying and selling rate, Liberian dollars per US dollars, August 29 to September 4, 2025. So these are indicative rates based on the results of daily surveys of the foreign exchange market in Monrovia and selected cities of Liberia. These rates are collected from the central bank, commercial banks, the parallel market, and licensed foreign exchange bureaus. The rates are not set by the Central Bank of Liberia, blah, blah, blah. So what are the rates? As of September 4, 2025. That's the last day as per the update. As of September 4, the buying rate is 199, right? Higa? Then the selling rate is 201.
So that was 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Okay.
That's the government official rate This is the government of Liberia official rate Liberians. So, but people are doing things outside and differently.
And not in the
and the central bank has provided no new update.
No.
Right, as of September 4th. So we can go to the tier, all the other one. So the last one the government of Liberia set, right? Nobody is supposed to be buying US dollar more or less than 199.6, and nobody is supposed to be selling less or more than $201 LD to $1 US. This is the rate. So, but what is happening outside there? We're seeing 198, right? 190, 185,
185, 170,
180, 170, and the very central bank of Liberia is sitting there,
and people are just making up their own rates. So you take, for example, I will leave from here, get down the street to go and change $5. The person who they're changing money will yet decide at what rate he want to sell. He want to change Abu's money, and the Central Bank of Liberia that should be monitoring and ensuring compliance to this set rate or standard there, it is the Central Bank is doing absolutely nothing, and they feel comfortable that Liberians are being extorted because you take your $5 to go change. Somebody decided to give you $900. Somebody decided to give you $850, but when you go to purchase, you purchase at the rate now where when you go to the stores. That where those very same food that people that sold that gave you labor that changed your money for $750 or let's say $800 or $850, they'll be the same ones telling you to buy at the Central Bank of Liberia rate.
Yeah,
the same. Yes. So the same with even those GSM company Abu. For example, let's take for example.
Now only the Fulani, yes, so the Lebanese, or let's owners, and
let's take for example how you call them, Lone Star Cell. When you want to purchase data pack using your Liberty, Lone Star will charge you over 200 some more dollars rate.
So Lone Star still applying the central bank rate, or
Lone Star is applying. Lone Star is applying the central bank rate.
Okay,
but then the terrible thing about Lone Star is when it comes, they can only apply the central bank rate when you want to exchange money. Okay. So, for example, if I get US and I want to change it to Liberty quick using their system, the rate is going to be lower than the time they can bring the outside rate. But if I want to pay my DSTV bill or maybe LEC,
but that is the regulated market.
Yeah. So, but when I want to pay my DSTV bill or buy my LEC token, I will once I get Liberty, Lone Star will charge me.
Then it will take 200 plus,
200 plus as the rate. So it is happening openly. It is happening.
When you want change from them,
when you want change from them, they will take the outside rate. But when you want to buy from them, then they can take the central bank rate.
And this is the same thing happening outside.
This is exploitation. And the central bank itself have to ensure compliance to what it has said. 3 days ago, we're talking about somewhere over the weekend, or maybe, let's say over the weekend. So this should be something that the central bank will always update the Liberian people about. What's the current rate? How Liberians living to go out to go buy in the stores, what they should expect, and when they go there, in case they encounter something on the contrary, what could be the alternative, or what should be the alternative? All of these things, central bank said that one morning, somebody here post on the page, nothing has been done, and people are exploiting Liberians.
Today is the 9th, right, of September. The central bank governor is still sitting there, and there's no update, and the crisis has been happening for almost a week now, and nobody has said anything. Do you know how many million the government of Liberia has extorted as a result of this? Right? So they're letting it to be. They're letting it to be. Why the ordinary people are being stolen from? And this is a government that claims to be for the people. This is terrible. This is unacceptable. This is terribly unacceptable. People can come and take government job to perform certain duties, and then at the same time, they are there conniving with exploiters to steal from the Liberian people. There are too many things we're hearing, and there are too many things that's going on. the money that's leaving the central bank and things, where they're going to, nobody know. But all the Liberian people care at this point is to make sure that our daily interactions are protected, our small little money that we hustling for and suffering for are protected. Today is week 2 since schools reopen. Look at the streets, right? This is an attack on the future of this country. The fact that schools will open and parents are incapable to register the children, this is an attack on families. This is an attack on the future. Look, and to further complicate, or if you may deny parents the chances, is the crisis within the monetary market. Assuming with all of your hustle 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago, you managed to save something like 50 or 60 United States dollars at the rate of 200, and you just hustling for the balance, right? To reach that money to $100 to go make your child first semester payment. And then you go there, you take the Liberty or you take the US. Let's say you take the US at that point. You go in. The school get you a rate, you say, no, you can't settle for that. You go outside to the Jalo, expecting 200, at 200 rate, you get it, you do your calculation.
I'm not cutting you off, right? But you know what the schools can do? Like US rate was high up. They could schedule their school fees in US dollars. So now that the US rate has dropped according to the community, the market community, now even if you go to the school is not taking the money, like the way that you can change your money outside way. The school is still demanding you to pay the 200 or 2 something rate on the campus. But outside, it is different. The parents who are going to pay their fees there, they don't get nothing to do. They get nothing to say.
That's what I'm saying. That's the very point I'm coming to, right? So that your money that you got, you save that money, you get maybe your $100 US at 200 rate at 20K, right? Now you're going. The school will tell you, because of the way the rate is, the school will tell you, say they're taking the money in LD. So that your $100 year, when you go change it outside, you can no longer get the 20,000.
No,
you get far less. So now you got to go a step back again to start raising additional money to correct that money. Well, but mind you, the school is still maintaining the 200 rate charge. Right? Because if they set the school fee at the time the rate of 200 and $100 was 20,000, they stay maintaining maintaining that you bring that 20,000. But then when you go back to pay the US, they want the US, they want Liberty. You got to go back and find the additional money and give it.
And add it to the money.
20,000 in media, something. This is what people are going through.
And nothing is being said by the central.
Who do we talk to? The president has run away. His wife left this morning. They run away from the country. They're going to be out of the country for months, for almost a month, right? And that is the most terrible thing that's happening with the whole UN General Assembly, violating travel ordinance and all of that. People are going to leave this country for 2-3 weeks. What are they going to be doing there on taxpayers' money? What are they going to be doing there? Over 30 people so far, right? While parents are suffering. Look at the streets. Mr. President, you turn your back, you leave the country like this. Look, schools are open. No
momentum like schools are open. I believe the schools are even less. What you can see, less students going to none of the government schools because some parents are guessing their children in government school. But like those private schools that we know that before we used to be competing with the students to get vehicle to come to work or whatever. Now you can't find a student.
Even the Catholic schools.
No, you don't find them. You find them one.
Even the Catholic schools. One person.
You go check. You go around Cinco. You go check some of the Catholic schools. You go and see their campuses. Compare it to what it was like before. I think all these things we see here, that stories we're making now. Go to these public schools. Look at even the public schools. It is difficult. Go to the private schools. Go and see. Some of these schools, proprietor would tell us before we had this amount of students at this point, but now we are far from that.
That's correct.
Let's check, man. Let's check to see whether we can do something here. Okay.
We'll take call on this rating. Let's know wherever you are, right? What's the condition of the exchange rate? It's important. We told you every time we talk the politics, but let's look at the issues that are affecting your life out there. Yesterday we were on the cost of rice. It's clear that there is no control on the market, and people are still doing what they used to do. They're still exploiting. The president announced something, but there is no enforcement mechanism, and Liberians are suffering. Right? Today we are talking about the rate.
Okay,
so we are talking about the rate.
The code for you to win money here this morning is *255*1#, and for just $50 Liberian dollars. So like we said, so for just $50 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance right here to win for yourself cash price of between 5,000 to 10,000. So all you do, the times you will be playing today, all the plays will be added to the times you've played before, and then it push you more higher in the back to school bonanza. So it is up to you. *255*1#, *255*1#. For just $50 Liberian dollars, you could be our next winner right here on the program. The next draw is going to be done at 8:40. The time check is 8:27. So under 13 minutes, we will be doing our next draw. And it is up to you, because the more you play, the better your chances are to win. Increase your opportunity to be a part of our back to school bonanza, where you will win for yourself a scholarship fund of 100,000, or a semester fund of 50,000, or semi-semester fund of 25,000, and then the transportation, which is going to cost 10,000 each to several persons. So all that you have to do, just continue to play, as people will be winning here this morning. Those people will be winning, including you, who still there and trying, crawling. Your opportunity is going to be adding up every time that you play. This final try, if you can pick, we move on to something else. We want to do another draw at 8:40, like we said. So before 9 o'clock, let's do at least 3-4 draws. So the more you play, the better your chances are to win right here this morning on the program. This is the final try. If you can pick, your money is already in your phone. We just thought to confirm from here that yes, you've received your money. So *255*1#, *255*1#, *255*1#. For those of you using the button phone, the code is *255*1#. And for those of you using the smartphone, the code is *255*1#. And then just for $50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD, you stand a chance right here to win for yourself between 10,000, around 5 to 10,000 here. The least price is 5,000, and the higher is 10,000 here. So let's give you the next 11 minutes now. Then we'll do our next draw.
So let's take call 0776 104 104 086 500 104. And let's hear you. Liberian, speak your mind or forever hold your peace. What's the rate? Too many complaints about this. It's important that the government people know. Central bank people listening, right? So call now and let's know how you're being exploited, Liberians.
So the numbers are 0776 104 104 086 500 104, and to our WhatsApp, our foreign guests or foreign listeners, diaspora, you can call us on +231 86 500 104. It is up to you now.
We just told you what the government said the rate should be. $201.
Tell us when the last time you changed money, and at what rate did you change?
That is the government rate. So why is it that people are changing at another rate? And let's be sure. What is it? Maybe like yesterday, some people are still claiming that they're buying the rice at $14, right? So let's be sure that that is the case. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 +231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and of course,
yes,
you will be live, right? So while we We try to do that. This is also coming from the very business sector of our country. This is coming from Representative Musa. Musa has some ability.
Maybe we can pick this call.
Okay.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Tell us your name and from where you join us.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Jack Beningo, then I joined from District 14.
Go ahead, Beningo from District 14.
Okay, let me say thanks this morning for all of the topic on the discussion, but my data has been drawn to the issue of this rate. Yesterday, I was fortunate to have had US, I was in Douala.
Okay.
I was seriously exploited. Somebody telling me at the bureau, not even at the petty monetary garden activity at the robot at the bureau. I was exploited at the rate of
175.
175. 175. I didn't know what the guy was joking. If I came under the petty change, they were changing below 170.
So that means you get people changing below 170. That means 169.
So these situations are very, very much terrible. The oil man's labor is already high. Economic situation labor is already deplorable. And you have people managing to secure at least $20 to repayment their children's school fee and to sustain themselves. But you have the government continue to create a lot of problems and affecting the citizens. So we are calling the government to have a fixed rate stop on the labor market. You can't have a scatter rate. Everybody doing their own thing.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes.
Let's talk to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning, boss.
Morning. They want a central bank issue now.
Yeah,
Central
my name
bank.
is
Go ahead.
Yeah, Abu, the rate is so difficult this morning. I just changed money. Rate of retention. At the rate of 170 is 850.
How much? What?
850 at the rate of 170.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk to this person from this side. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was the rate. My name is Tyson Black from Guatemala.
It took $140 for somebody money.
Okay, so I believe the past similar thing that they happened before. People start getting they say, oh, that the money that lost. You know, they were very high. Because they always see the money, the low money they wanted. In fact, no, we're not able to control the money. Like the same thing that comes here today. You see, central bank will never control the rate when the business people control the rate.
So that the business boy is blame or that central bank. So right now that the business boy you blame or that central bank blame. That central bank said the bank stabilizing. They gone and they release a report on the rate, but the people not respecting it.
He has dropped the line. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, you got going on?
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say good morning to Abu Shiri. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning, boss.
Yeah, this is a board of Abu Rasta. Abu is doing your 4.4 in Zimbabwe. Abu is shy, it's frustrating, it's heartbreaking to see only 42 years of experience person, the most qualified, or men who speak good English, to able to see the rate, to not be contracted by the front of the I'm so surprised.
What is the rate, Sabu Rasta? What is the rate on your end?
Okay. All right. Let's talk to another person. Then we'll come back. We'll do another joy here. Morning.
Good morning, Sugar. Good morning to Abu.
Morning.
You know, it's so hard to see. This is the voice of PTSI in Nigeria, so very distressful. If our economist is bringing our economical theory, there is an explanation. Which model are you using?
2.8 million. All that loss.
Where are we coming from? How did we get to
So, sir, let me ask you, because the government said they're bringing teenage prices down. So let's understand, as the rate is coming down, Are you also experiencing that the prices are also coming down?
No.
Or when you go buy, then they ask you for more money and they change your money for less?
That was happening. And worst of all, you know what going on now?
No.
I know the traditional train egg. The people are selling eggs on the market because you don't just actually jump off from bed one morning here. The other one press and the other one like it. There are there are things that you can put in place. Things that there are economical efforts that you apply in order to get those things happen.
But when you have the egg are perishable goods. So when you have the egg, you save it well.
The people are not selling those things. The people, there was only scarce in the market.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Things that they are going to hide.
Okay, so, that one you're predicting.
Star 255 star 1 hash for just $50 Liberian dollars. We'll be doing our next draw in 5 minutes. Let's just pick a few more calls, Abu. Then we can do our next draw. So all you do, continue to play, increase your chance of winning here this morning, and also being a part of our back to school bonanza right here by playing star 255 star 1 hash for just $50 Liberian dollars.
So when we open the time for these kinds of things, you got to call in because these are your own reactions.
Good morning.
If you don't call, it's up to you.
Yeah, good morning, Abu and Nika.
Morning, you live.
Yeah. Just one thing I was saying, before yesterday, while I was at Los Angeles, I don't know if only because I know it was on the Saturday day. And she checked it out US in the Fula people view because they have view all around them for $175.
Now, I only the Fula people, when I be specific on Fula people, even our Liberian brothers are doing it.
Everybody,
all the business people are money exchange. All the money
exchange.
exchange.
Say that only Fula people putting the rate down or something. Everybody.
Yeah, so in short,
regular people still towards money there.
The thing where the government came down, just to do the central government are here, the central bank are here, the rate was 210. So when you look at it, almost 26% have been, when you look at it in our own money, we change that rate at 26%, now almost 4,500 something have been left out for the money. So where are we without information? So we suffer so much. The government, I don't think the government can go along just to save the people. I think they came to suffer and it will not be good at that.
Okay. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
3 more calls.
Morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, this is a charge of calling on GFO. Yeah, the concept says money is very, very important because right now we're going through and that is the US rate. Yesterday, US rate just achieved 170. No, don't know even today what happened today. It was still
but the president said things all right. He not made things fine in the country.
This is why we're doing a study for us without changing the money. That means we're going through a lot of shortage. Yeah, look at it.
Because the president said you're lying. You're even telling his cabinet official that they shouldn't listen to the insult that you're lying and things okay.
That's why the president is lying. Maybe I'll look at yourself. What do you got?
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your participation. Let's talk to another person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. You got
morning.
Yeah, according from KDV, this morning, my name is Imagine.
Go ahead.
I just as you were telling me, you got now. I just want the campus to do my jury registration because I have $250. So I was expecting 50,000, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to register there is as I will pay 25,000, but this year then 25,000. So I went to I want to be doing another money so now I can't see my body money back to my house. So it looks
but I tell you, the more you keep it, the rate will keep dropping.
Yeah, right? It's not question how to put it. But depends on what I'm going at once. If you want to go away, we can come back again. If you share this, you come in. Yeah, at least for the talk again. That will be all I eat.
Oh, okay. You can't give it to all for all to keep it. When the rate go up to your level, then you take it. But right now you can't.
Yeah, bro. It's easy.
Poverty can make those smart. Thank you. Let's take the final call on this, and then we move to something.
Okay. So 0776 104 104 865 500 104. The numbers to call us right here. You can put in your call right here. Let's see. So let's try to do some draws quickly here. But let's give money to somebody. Right here, the code is *255*1#. For those of you using the button phone, and then *255*1#. For those of you using the smart phone, let's talk to somebody here who has won money, hoping that this person can pick. Then we want to do at least 3 now. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Let's hope. Morning.
Hello.
Morning. This is Hagar. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yes. This is Joseph Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, you've been playing our cash giveaway program.
Yes.
Check on your phone. You've received $5,000 Liberian dollars. Okay. All right. So *255*1# for those using the button phone, and then *255*1# for those using the smartphone. So let's see. Let's call another person here. We want to do at least 2 draws. Let's say 3. So then we can call somebody else. Let's hope this person picks. Then we can do another. Morning.
Hello.
Morning. This is Hagar. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
You've been playing our cash giveaway program. You played this morning.
Yeah. Play.
Can you confirm that you received $5,000?
Yeah. I received the 4,000.
Okay. Continue to play and increase your chance of being a part of the back to school bonanza. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we can do one more. We'll do more today for you. So before 9 o'clock, we can do additional 2. But let's see now. One more we can do. Then yes, it's up to you. The more you play, the better your chances are to win this morning. *255*1# or *255*1#. The numbers you can use. Maybe we can do something quick. Try to do another draw here.
So, folks, this is it. This is where we are, and so let me read this statement from Representative Musa Hassan Belute, and I think these things should be viewed from a perspective of from a broader perspective. You see, when we have a society where people are targeting to bring other people down at their level, and it is terrible. So every scratch that each of us, making to get up there, once you've gone through everything, you've suffered your life, you at the top there. One day, nobody who will just be privileged in a political role will just destroy all of your investment and bring you down because of political disagreements. And this is what is happening now. These are the precedents that's being set. That's terrible. So it reads for the press statement for immediate release. I have received a communication from the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company that the government has decided to reduce storage fees payable to Liberian terminal operators from 35 cents to 2 cents per gallon, while at the same time creating new technical cost lines for LPRC. The direct primary beneficiary of these cuts. The intent of the government's action is to divert money away from the Liberian terminal operators and redirect it to LPRC, with the intent to weaken Liberian ownership and silence Liberian innovation. The net effect is to effectively shut down Liberian-owned petroleum terminals and centralize power in the hands of a few. The decision not only threatens our energy security, but also undermines Liberian jobs and families, as there is no way that terminal operators can remain in business if the government carries out this action. The role of government is to create an enabling environment where the private sector can flourish and where Liberian businesses can benefit. This action by the government is in direct contravention of that rule and does not represent meaningful reform. It is a deliberate attempt to cripple Liberian entrepreneurs who have invested millions of dollars, much of which has not even been recovered, into infrastructure, technology, and workforce to stabilize the petroleum sector. These investments have created jobs for Liberians, enabled stability of the petroleum market by ensuring product availability, and helped to strengthen Liberia's economy. I speak not only as a legislator in defense of the right of Liberian businesses to thrive in their own country and contribute to the growth and development of an already weak and stagnant Liberian private sector, but also as the owner of Shimex Oil and Gas Company. This company has served the Liberian petroleum industry through importation and storage for over 15 years. The petroleum terminal business is one of the few sectors of our economy built and sustained exclusively by Liberians. No responsible government policy will sacrifice its own citizens' businesses under the pretense of price relief. I therefore call on the government of Liberia to immediately halt this harmful maneuver, to engage in transparent consultation with terminal operators, and to ensure that any reform in the petroleum sector genuinely serves the Liberian people and the growth and development of the private sector, not political interest. Honorable Musa Hassan Bility, Representative, District Number 7, Nimba County. So this is how and where we are, fellow Liberians. This is exactly what it is. Everything seems to be politically tailored and engineered since Bouaka became president. He's spending more time going after political rivals, potential competitors, right, than focusing on the Liberian people bread and butter issues. Yesterday, we were talking about the rice. Today, it's the rate. Things are breaking down, right? JFK, I just got a report yesterday about JFK, right? Where they're charging poor families who don't, less than the total workforce in this country, both private and public, where you say people working, right? We don't have a raw data, right? But to estimate, I can safely tell you in this country, where you say people working, they work on more and they're spending something, right? It's not more than 500,000 in this country. 500,000. I'm not even sure it reached there, but just to put an estimate, plus or minus 500,000. The total people that will be working, what you say, yeah, they can go to work, they come back, they get something and things. The rest of the people are vulnerable, unemployed, just hustler passing around up and down, blah, blah, blah. In the country, Liberians, right? Now, beyond that, the government has to be working to expand that base, right? To increase the number of employment, give more jobs, right? And to achieve that, you have to what? Ensure that you contribute and support or invest in the Liberian private sector expansion. So policies that are initiated or implemented has, for the most part, got to target what? How the Liberian private sector base can be expanded, right? Or there could be the creation of more potential for growth in that area to attract more Liberians into private sector investment instead of everybody sitting that there is no opportunity. Because if you even have your $100,000 or you have a bank to give you $100,000 and then you enter an industry to invest as a Liberian business where all of the difficult government policies, bureaucracies, and bottlenecks, right, compel you into recession and then you leave, they say Liberian people know how to do business. The reason, petroleum storage terminal. Most of the people are doing it are Liberians. They have it. Today, you may look at Musa because his name, everybody's calling him, and then he's into politics. He's making political decisions and making political moves, and and entering into lo-fi and all of these things. And then you go and what? And document a policy
to target him.
You think, but because of him, you're affecting a whole industry. Yeah. So most of the people acting in that area, some people acting on loan, that bank money. Then you implement that, you took on how many cents? Because you're saying 5 cents,
so
30 cents.
33 cents.
33 cents, right?
33 cents.
Out. And you live in the pool with 2 cents. From that 2 cents, what are they going to service the bank loan with? They will run into defaulting on the bank payment.
So bulk of those Liberian businesses are about to be closed down by banks.
Exactly. The banks will go and take the collateral, their property and things. So instead of Baka helping to carry Liberians up, you'll be bringing them down. This is where we are. In other part, politics are seen it from politics. They create mentality, oh, you're bringing people down. Then all kinds of start from scratch. So when you finish defending these things that you don't understand the broader implication, you finish defending them on social media, then you go back to these same people that are directly affected and start begging them for school fees, start begging them for travel tickets, start begging them for scholarship and money, start begging them for stipend, graduation fees. Then if they say they didn't get it, they say the man wicked.
Me.
But the main business is doing, and that's how I saw people getting outraged and angry. They say, oh, why Simeon Freeman had to talk about his watch. There's another way you can make the argument for Simeon. If Simeon decides to invest that money into opening business in Liberia, the government target him. The main Vase mineral water company he started became a target. The reason people look at what Fagon started doing with DSTV, and up to now, Liberians, you see them on social media, they're targeting DSTV, they're targeting Simeon Freeman. This is terrible. This is a bad culture. This is a terrible culture, very terrible and wicked. Today is Freeman. Tomorrow it could be Hagar that goes somewhere and go open a log. He brings something to this country, and all of us just start ganking. Or instead of rallying with them, man. Yeah. Oh, DSTV2 let them man. DSTV2 days, blah blah blah. All these kinds of things. But if that Lebanese man gonna bring it here and charging that thing, you will not get paid.
But the reason they got problem is because it is from a Liberian.
And
he's employing several Liberians. Look at the workforce of DSTV. Not talking about those who are at those rural offices working directly from the offices, but those agents that are being recruited almost every week, every month. DSTV is recruiting. DSTV, Simeon Freeman, outside of Liberian politics, have appointed or employed more Liberians than Baka have ever done throughout his political career. But every day, Liberians going after him. You get one Fagon who will drink Casa Pico and guy in Syria. When he get intoxicated, then he start running, start talking loosely. So anything you see right behind. So this is what happening. This is where we are today. So now you see I call a little guy from LPRC to jump behind Liberian businesses. Because there are storage operators, bulk of them, all 100% of them are Liberians. So Baka feel the only way we can get after Mele Musa ability, let's go there, haul him off, and then let's go there, strangulate his business. Then he's going to get
when you say he barely breach here, he barely breach there,
like the money. So let's go there and strangulate his business. But it's not helping. It is not helping. Seriously, you can't continue to run a country like this. In this country, the best way that Liberia can develop is when Liberians are developed and able to contribute to the growth and development of this country. You can't get a country where 90% of the population or 95+% of the population are not working, are seated at home. That's why the criminal rate is increasing.
Then you say you won't create middle class, but you're targeting the very middle class.
That there are people, there will be armed robbery around, motorbikes will be around. If those young people can get companies, can get people where they can go, they can get places where they can go and work and be able to earn something monthly. We are not saying that it will not happen, but it will reduce. Those young people you see involved into drugs today, many of them are less busy. They sit home from day to night. They get friends who invite them to go and walk around, and how they get involved into illegal substances. The government is doing nothing. The few Liberians that got work, that got their businesses, Musa Belete's Shimex has been working in this country for 15+ years. But today, because of political disagreement, the government feel the way they can strangle. They won't do it that Musa want, they won't target, they won't do it that policy the government is implementing. But instead, they are. But if you look at the real logic behind it, they are going for Musa. The other Musa money using today, today money that the one he getting from, how to call it? No. So you just going to strangulate Liberians. You're going to create more hardship on Liberians, like you've done with the petty traders, like you've done with the motorbike riders, like you've done with the keke riders, like you've done with people who you've dismissed from positions. So you just continue to increase the hardship in the country because of the way you arbitrarily dismiss people, the way you went after petty traders, the way you went after motorbike riders. Keke riders, young boys in this country is what leading students or schools having low turnout this semester.
Destroying people investment.
You care about all of those things.
Destroying people businesses. The motorcyclists, you destroy their businesses. You put them out of hustle. You strangulated them. Then you go in, right? The petroleum sector. You go to rice, even the rice importer, you know what they're doing to the people? This is terrible. If you start to run a country like that, and if you think this is the way you will sustain yourself in power, right, to destroy everybody, you know why this is happening? Because when you take people with sickening, poverty-stricken mind mentality, this is what happened. You got Amos Tuer there. The young man has no record of establishing anything for himself. You just take him from, singing battle cry, passing around, saying that on radio, talking nonsense. In the country, we idolize loose talkers. The only thing that's in people like Amos then closer is loose talking on radio and getting involved with debate. No, where has debate taken anywhere? Right? All of us young people, we must be able to demonstrate something. We must come to the forefront with something. Right? We want to establish something. Bring people on board. If that man knew exactly what it means to start a business from scratch, right? Navigate your way and carry it to the top, as privileged as he is now as head of the APRC, you will empathize with the condition of the Liberian importers. And his policies will be moderate. But he has zero clue. So everything he sees is politics. Everything he feeds on is politics. That means he know anything about how things happen. How you can turn from a can ball into owning a hand pump gas station and then gravitating to being, a modern gas station owner, running your own thing and stuff, elevating, climbing a ladder like that and becoming, a voice in the industry. He knows not. He has never managed anywhere in the tune of $100,000 for himself before. He has never ever, right? So these are the kind of people you have running the country. So you see their mindset, you see their approach, so they can just walk out from the blue and attack anybody business and destroy anybody establishment, destroy anybody investment. That's the reason why when you're privileged as president, you also have to be keen on the people you give responsibility to, the people you put in position of trust. If you pull, or casino going boys in charge, this is what you get. But again, other people will sit on the side and say, oh yeah, it's good for him. You doing business, you're not supposed to talk politics. Where is that law written? Right? Should it even be that way? To even be sitting, supporting that poverty mindset can make, in the country, because the poverty rate is so high, even you now, some people just hate you, the fact that, you're normal, you wake up every day, and you come in, some people just vest. Some people want you be saying that in the community, they see where you'll be playing checker.
You'll be less busy.
And drinking your pan one. So the fact that you say, oh, they won't hold it acting big. And this will be the people, some of them can be in our families. The day they hear bad news about the place you work, they are jubilating. Mm-hmm. This is the height of wickedness in this country. Family people. Right? They will be there. Trolling you and saying all kinds of things behind your back. You will do the biggest thing in this country that everybody will appreciate. Your village people will be there. They will ignore it. They will not. What kind of village people mentality you're not bringing it?
The whole village people been in. Let's call another winner out here this morning. *255*1#. *255*1# for those using the button phone, and then *255*1# for those using the smartphone. Just for $50 Liberian, you stand a chance to receive up to 10,000 Liberian dollars right here. So let's see. Good morning. How are you?
Can go, and you?
I'm okay. This is Hagar, and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Okay.
You play our cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, but man, I played many times.
You played many times, but the money you use, if you check, the money you use around 1,000 or 500.
Approximately 1,000 around there.
Okay, 1,000. Check on your phone. You received 5,000 this morning.
Wow! Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless you at the top of the radio, another radio station.
Okay. So *255*1#, *255*1#. The next 15 minutes we will try to do maybe 2 draws depending on whether you will play. We've given money out already to 4. So we can do another 3 in 15 minutes, and then we'll continue like that up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Exactly. So folks, this is it. Let's be real. Right? Most of the time we say, ask the people, what have you done for the country? What have you done? Simeon Freeman has his establishment. The government is targeting him. When the men talk, they start implementing all kinds of things. If Cummins decide to bring business here, this government will feel offended. They will go after him. Right? Just for we are to be approached by a Liberian family for their land for the CDC headquarters, they want to start taking all kinds of nothing documentation, bringing it out. When even they themselves, the other report they established, which you come and go to for breakfast with Amen Gaffon, right? Just establish that these useless people you have in power, they're not even paying their income tax.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The agency here, National Port Authority, and all the other places, they cut the employees' money and then they don't give it to government. But are the people, when they say you want to do business, then they go to the and tell the people, oh, you not pay your real estate tax.
And all those
you
things.
Who going for that real estate tax, you not pay your real estate tax. You paying your real estate tax for that farm you get in Bapolu. Let the people go there and go put the record.
All those things are done out of hate and envy, Abu. That's why you will see us. That's why you see our country like that. A man trying to improve his life, like you said, even in the family is happening, and that family thing, that perception that Liberians have, right? The government is trying to bring it vividly. The government is making it clear in the face of Liberians. Going after people, the very thing you're going after people for, you're not doing it. What you got to do a CDC conversation with a family for a parcel of land. But that is just an empty fight. You got other issues, other national things to take care of that could seek the interests of the Liberian people. But you didn't care about that. All that you care about is how you can raise revenue. So that way you see they say, oh, the people want to pay. All these things you are doing it only because you want to put 100,000 on the president's credit card. You want to attend to your personal things. It is not because of the interest. It's not in the interest of Liberians. When the government is creating more jobs, it is in the interest of Liberians. When the government is investing in the healthcare delivery of our country, when the government is investing in the educational sector of our country, these things are in the interest of our country. When was the last time you heard any new development at the JFK or government facilities across this country? The same place we are lefty. The only thing you can do is for a woman to print a picture on bedsheet and carry it there. How far that bedsheet thing goes? They went really they collect some couple of pin from East Indians and Lebanese around. They go to pin health facilities. Are the kind of thing you're doing? Liberians are suffering.
Okay, so let's tease and move on, fellow Liberians. This is where we are. This is your country. The rate is controlling itself. Central bank is.
How can Gafwa say this? People are hustling, and Gafwa making fun out of their hustle. Every no job, and Gafwa said people carry home more than $150. What people carry home $53, $83. Then you want to tell, a minister will tell me, or director will tell me, oh, you know why the men trying to ease the tension in the country? No, because you're getting $25,000 a month. So to you, it's a joke. But great, the people out there not getting $25,000 a month. They are not getting $5,000 a month. Be real with the people. Tell them I feel your pain. What did Gafwa say today to change anything? What? How can we? Listen, Gafwa is a failure and he's leading the government to fail even more. Hurry. Gafwa is telling the government, fail. We want to get to 2029, we want to run. He didn't even discuss anything about Semenko. He ran from Semenko because all day they've been calling him not to talk again. Gafwa shouldn't have been trouble. Sending money to where his concubines are. He shouldn't have been talk. You know how many people at the father's ministry don't like Gafwa and giving us information? If it wasn't for Joseph, you know, Barker have displayed most of this information. The guys that came and said, they begged me to come. Barker didn't beg you to come. You were begging, looking for the job. Barker begged me to come. You spent over $300,000. Tell them that when people how many kickback you got from that elevator repair. Tell them that when people where the rest of the money go, the revolving door money you're operating on. You go say we go spend over 15 minutes talking about me? Woman, how can't you not say Gafwa is a bloody liar? There will be no way Gafwa can tell us, say, people work in government and they are going home with over 150. Don't you push me. You're saying that, yeah, because you're getting other things coming up with Gafwa. When will you stand up and speak up? When? You agree to be poor and be opening the car trunk and the gifts and money the children, is that your life? Gafwa said he left World Bank, he left this, he left that to come, and he can't give account for over 100 million United States dollars. Who took the money? Who took the money? This is an embarrassment. You go on ERBC, Toto Yama, no head, no take. The poor soul is confused. Bill Maggett Jones from Royal Maryland, Washington, D.C., he confused. Chapter Minister Myers, he confused. Tenet Brunson Pashi, Benson, Charlie Clinton. So she did that. She even keep quiet. People you go, they give you 2,000, they give you 3,000, you're happy. You can't talk something you don't know because they gave you 3,000 as a consultant. Are you guys serious? Folks, we need to fight this. We need a better Liberia, man.
Okay, You know, Liberians, this the point at which we are, you are going to basically be compelled to accept the facts. You see, I partly listened to Gafon, but I was so overwhelmed with the lies and deceptions, and I tuned off. This is unacceptable, and people be employing such a nonsense. A man who brags on nothing. You see, for so long, this country here, people have schemed. The ones who pretend to be knowledgeable are the dullest. In most instances, they're very dull. They can move a needle. This man here, with everything was small coming up, right? So what is the worth of your education if you cannot solve economic issues? You come, you meet the problem, and then you create a whole chunk of economic titles in the life of everybody. The very university you graduated from, you're picking bone with the university. You're digging hole, covering hole with the university, and you want the American lady to go in line with that thing the woman insists. Then you think you can throw her under the bus. We're not. That lady got no faith. That's why I'm telling the young people, the soup, don't lead that woman. That woman, in the midst of all of this nonsense, accepted to come and help us. Then you get this man sitting there playing politics. You won't be president. In year 1 to year 2, people are more focused on 2029 than the Liberian people. Mm-hmm. This is the most terrible thing.
The vice presidential cycle.
All of them. Mm-hmm. So when are they going to stop fighting among themselves and focus on the Liberian people? Kids are not in school. That's not Gafon's problem. How he's able to win the war against Kun, that's his issue. And you be passing around bragging. And I like the way stand up bullet about president beg you. So what extra do you have that anybody will beg you for? That they can't do the mess with the Liberian poor economy? They say they beg you. So what really anybody beg you for now? Pretty much tell me, what did anybody beg this Gafon man to come be finance minister? To do what? What is he doing? Right? The syndicate is still there at the Ministry of Finance, bypassing financial prudence laws, right? Still collecting kickbacks to process payment. And you say they beg you to come and do what? What have you reformed? What have you? What is the effect of the reform that you've initiated? You came and bragged that you were going to what? Make sure that as of January of 2025, nobody will receive $150 in government. Where are we today? You lied to the people. You lied to the Liberian people. It is a lie. I do not have any other way to call a lie except a lie. Right? I do not have any other way to call a lie except to call it a diabolical lie, and the man telling it a diabolical liar. In the instant case, Gafon is a diabolical liar. We are feeling the pinch. We are hurting. We are not part of the people. We don't even wish to be part of the people. You think this is supposed to be a handout republic where people be living on handout and they're okay and they're putting on defense? If the economy is okay, it will be reflected in the life of everybody. That's how it's supposed to be. Not only people you get consultancy so are supposed to be saying, oh, you're working, things are fine. No, your work is supposed to speak. The man pushing whip out there is supposed to know it. Right? The man driving taxi is supposed to know it. The man, just everybody everywhere across the the ladder. Everybody is supposed to feel it, know it, right, and live it. Then you sit down when everybody is complaining, everybody is crying. Then you sit down, you be showing arrogant and bragging instead trying to project yourself like you're some kind of intellectual giant or no, you're zero. Once that capacity is not translated into meaningful transformation, what is the policy approach that we can look to? You say, oh yeah, by doing this, you mitigate it, or you address this, you did this, and this has happened. And that because people are afraid of not being targeted, I want people closing their mouth, they're not talking. You know how many serious people talking to us? Finance Minister Gaffon dismisses, according to him, I'm trying to read this because there is a whole thing more than the $2.8 million that, the report like we told yesterday is 85 pages. So the $2.8 million was noticed and talked about. So he hang on that one, make it to low there that only $2.8 million on accounted for. So he did better. Look at, you think Laban supposed to be? Or they say, oh, when you want hard thing for Laban pulling in blind and where? This is not the generation of Laban. We can read, we'll go for the details. The General Auditing Commission audit of the Consolidated Fund, which reveal persistent lapses. What? Persistent lapses in public financial management has ignited a heated exchange between supporters. Let's forget about that one. The cost of everything we want to do, right? Basically, what he tried to compare. No, let's go for. In fact, what we've come to even realize, Liberian, the money is way more than what you're talking about. Talking about over $100 million, $115 million that Gaffon has not accounted for across the entire report. Then he dodging it. He won't come make it like say, oh, that only 1.2 million. Trying to make it seem like, right? Liberians should be grateful that he not giving account for that amount. Are you kidding me? We're talking about a whooping 115 million United States dollars that Liberians should be grateful, because every time you try to do comparison with the CDC, you're technically trying to say you should be okay with it. When you're telling Liberians to be okay that you and your team mismanaged and unable to give proper account for 115 million United States dollars. 115 million United States dollars. That's what you're technically trying to say, right? So now, more and more, you prepare a budget, you get the institutions. You get the institutions. In the report, you tell the auditors, you send the people this amount. Then the people own financial statements show that you send more than that money to them. That they keep back in there. You send more than the money, then you go behind and go take the money. Right? You are doing that one, then you say somebody should say, oh, the president begged you. That whole business. So the president came to the president and said, unprepared, so he can beg anybody for anything. Now, let's go to table 1. In the GAC report, variances noted in expenditure figures reported in the consolidated funds account, financial statement, and figures reported in the entity financial statements. The financial statement reported in the consolidated account and versus what the entity, right? You go and make a representation for the main entity, the main bring your own report, the main report contradict yours, and then the variance, labyrinth. So you ask, Gaffon said, nobody more ask him about it, nobody more talk about it. We should tell God, thank you, Baga went and begged him to come be finance minister. We should tell God thank you. Can you imagine? You've been paid taxpayers' money. Oh. This kind of thing is happening when no medicine in the hospital. Even as we speak now, Liberians are dying at JFK because they're requiring them to pay $75 to do labor tests or what.
Every time, even when we talked about the last time about the how you call it, the clinic, where they are charging people money and the people paying the money, and they are not performing what the people are paying for. This government is
exactly.
Cool. This government is cool. I don't know when you want to realize that this government is cool.
And you are the finance minister. You are supposed to be making these monies available for the people to do it. You are not. Entities are complaining. You're not. You put the money there. You say, oh, for example, JFK. Then JFK don't get that money. You go, you pass behind the scene and collect a huge chunk. But the record shows that JFK, this money. Then so who's taking it? Then you ask the question, Gavon say, oh, nobody must say he can lie. Somebody say, oh, Gavon, you can't say Gavon can lie. Where? Who is Gavon? That you can say Gavon lie, that you can say Gavon lie. Right? So one, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Gavon has in the consolidated fund financial statement 16,772,084 Then in the foreign ministry own self-financial statement, it has 19 million, right? A variance of 2.8 million. Are you listening? So that variance, that 2.8 million, where that money go to? Who took that money? What was that money used for? Because we said we were giving the people 16 million. So how can we decide to increase it to 19 million with extra 2.8 million? So who collected that extra 2.8 million? What we're asking. And you say corruption fini so they want to know that who take it where. Nobody say Gavon you stole. Nobody say Gavon you not steal. We only ask a simple question. The poor as he passing around from one radio station to the other. They say, oh Papa, please show all the document here. The extra request, all the people made for the extra 2.8 million. Now what you saying, right? Get all the document. Let the Liberian people know that, oh, the reason why you had to send 19 million plus to foreign ministry was because of this emergency, that emergency, and the post send this document. This was the document, and they met all the PPCC requirements, and that's how we send that money. When Liberian people ask for that one, journalists ask for it, then you call their name, then you insulting them.
Because you expect everybody to go be bootlicking you.
That insulting Benin, yeah, Baba. Where you carry judiciary. 21 million, Gavon reported 21.5 million. And then Gavon, the entity reported that they received 21.3 million. It's a variance. They did not service the people budget fully. A variance of 232,000 plus. Ministry of National Defense 17 million, and you end up sending 19.7 million. Variance of 2.1 million, right? Executive Protection Service 8 million. And you can remember that 8 million during 20, right? In actual term, the people say that 9 million they receive, right? So under this category, there is an expenditure variance of $10.3 million. You mark that one, plus that other 2.8 million, right? An expenditure variance of 10.3 million United States dollars. And see what the auditor said. The risks of these kinds of variance and in financial transaction and expenditure dealings, the completeness and accuracy of expenditure may not be assured. When you're having these kinds of things, then that means to indicate whether your expenditures were complete and they were accurate cannot be assured. That the auditor speaking like this, they have to speak in measured terms. Therefore, the financial statement may be misstated. right? Management may not account for all of its transactions. We see it. So, Gafon, if the auditors say predicated upon the data and the figures that you presented, auditing principles inform that technically you might have concealed some of the details, or you just did not account for all of your transactions that you did. And you're supposed to be this honest man that Baka went and begged to be finance minister.
Yeah, go beg.
Yeah, right. Remember
the country's resources and you see the pie around to beg you.
Pie around the beg into can be. Auditor General's position. We acknowledge management assertion. Going forward, management should liaise with the respective GOL reporting entity to facilitate timely submission of periodic performance report and financial statements. Management should also facilitate the creation of a consolidation schedule to record and reconcile all inflows, receipts, and outflows, expenditures, receipts, and expenditures per the IFMRS, fiscal auditing reports, and blah, 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 blah. Let's come to table 2A. Another variation. Variation noted between borrowing, loan payments, loan repayments, and interest payments figures. Come back. Say, come and pay loan, come and pay debt. The debt management unit, right? Report fiscal year 2024 and the financial statement figures fiscal year 2024. There is a whooping variance of 212,000 United States dollars in that. Then you have table B, variance noted between borrowing, loan, interest figures by debt management unit and financial statement. Right? So that is the continuation of that. We'll go down further. Yesterday we shared in the chat room there for all of you to follow. Table 3, excess expenditure over approved appropriation. What that means is that the government of Liberia, the legislature approved that will give Hagar Gonda secondary high school, right? In B Iduru will give them 233,000 for academic year 2024. The auditor observed that folks at the Ministry of Finance, instead of 233,000, they'll put 500,000. So the money that was approved, they add additional money on it and send it. Then when they send it, before a week be a doru, somebody will intercept it to Banga and come back tomorrow.
Money get reversed.
What kind of government is this? Wuto. Oh, well, the boy are knocking out my any small change may not go for kickback. So now let's look at the chart. Ministry of Public Works, US 40,333,000 actual fiscal year 2024, right? Approved. Okay, let me see. Say excess expenditure over approved appropriation. Fiscal year at the actual fiscal year 2024 for the Ministry of Public Works 40 million. Let me say 40.3 million. And then final budget fiscal year 2024 was 38 million United States dollars. The variance between the two is 2.3 million, amounting to 5.7% increment or decrement. Labrador Airport Authority, 2.7 million. The final budget, 2.6 million. And then the variance is 98,000 and change. Ministry of Labor, 1.7 million. 1.7 million. 8,000 variance. Bureau of Concession, 1.2 million. 877,000 approved. The final budget, and of course the variance is $373,000, bringing the total variance in this category of excess expenditures over approved appropriation to what? A whooping $2,806,047. That means under this category of excess expenditure, spending more than what was approved, right, for these institutions were in the tune of $2,800,000 and change. A Gafon report. Yeah, Gafon yelling yesterday, yelling GAC on the survey there, I begging your brain. And the same way is a bugger begging to bring as finance minister that how he begging them for LACC to go. But let's finish talking GAC on a report now. Since when you stop and relying and trusting GAC report and you running beyond LACC, that LACC must go first. You want bad time. No. We'll sustain these conversations. Everybody across the nooks and crannies of this country will know that you are the finance minister and these kinds of diabolical financial mismanagements happening under your watch. So tomorrow, they will go stand and be president and see what are the cool sellers will consider you. They will ask you for all the money. You're marking your diary. Then you can campaign. They will asking under disbursement of appropriation. Say, you're supposed to send this money to this. Then you cut the people disbursement. The money they're supposed to receive, you didn't send that one. Let's come to a very critical area that we will just conclude today's deliberation on, the unpaid tax liabilities. Section 200 of the Revenue Code of Liberia 2000 as amended in 2011 requires that an annual income tax is hereby imposed on the annual taxable income of every natural person resident in Liberia, including resident Liberian citizens employed by an embassy, a diplomatic mission, or international organization. Everybody. The tax is collected during the tax year in accordance with the withholding rules of Section 905 or the advance payment rules of Section 904. Section 1021 of the Revenue Code of Liberia 2000 as amended in 2011 provides that a tax to be known as the service tax is hereby imposed on every supplier or taxable services in Liberia by a registered service provider. There are two categories there. Your income tax and your service tax. Section 1040 of the Revenue Code of Liberia 2000 and of course 2011 states that any registered manufacturer or registered service provider required under this part to collect goods or service tax and to make payment of that tax to the government is considered to hold collected amount in trust subject to the conditions stated in Section 63. Section 400 of the Revenue Code of the Liberia 2000 as amended in 2011 provides that a corporation is liable to pay tax on its income as determined under Section 201. Then the question is, as the auditor seek to uncover, how has all of these laws been, applied or carried out under the Joseph Newman Boakai administration, and of course under the fiscal management of the finance minister that was begged to come and help. Observation: During the audit, we observed that the Liberia Revenue Authority (LRA) assessed personal income tax liability for the period under audit for 11 state-owned enterprises. Liberian, listen. So we finish reading all the law. The observation the auditor said, the LRA assessed 11 state-owned enterprises at US $10,160,233.98. Of the total of assessed entities, only $5,669,672.88 was remitted as income tax. That means just a little over 50% paid from what was assessed that should have been paid from the 11 entities. And then when you see in table 5A, you'll see the detail which we are coming to. Also, of the total of 11 state-owned enterprises, only one state-owned enterprises, LPRC, was assessed for corporate income tax. Right? Right? So from the income tax, then we'll come to the corporate income tax. So only LPRC was assessed for corporate income tax amounting to what? $575,047 US. However, only a total of $246,983.80 that LPRC paid from that money that she should have paid as a corporate tax after being assessed by the LRA was remitted as corporate income tax. Further, out of 11 state-owned enterprises, only LWSC and LEC were assessed for goods and services tax amounting to US $1,811,035.92. We observed that only LWSC remitted a total of $14,707.60 as goods and service tax. So where the banner money been going now? Goods and service tax. So when you ask, the boss say they're not stealing from the country. But when you're supposed to pay the money, you not pay you pay bare minimum. So who takes the banner money? And of course, the taxes are always deducted. Right? Also, we observe no evidence that the LRA subsequently performed independent tax audit to ascertain the completeness and accuracy of tax liabilities across the 11 public entities. So we're just holding that figure, even though these figures were not verified through any form of audit by LRA, but we're just holding it. So we don't even know whether they lie to us or they're telling the truth, but we're just holding that result. Because no proof that indeed what they're telling us was actually verified and established to be the facts. Table 5A, unpaid personal income tax. I will just give you the total. Unpaid personal income tax, $4,490,561.10. That phone sit down and talking. You're hearing all the different money we're calling, right? Table 5B, unpaid corporate income tax, $328,063.20. Unpaid goods and service tax liabilities, $1,796,328.32 in taxes. 11 government entities, they refuse to pay that money. They refuse to pay that money. The risks. Revenue projection may not be reliably measured, thereby impairing the collection of adequate GOL revenues. Because you're lying so that what government are performing revenue-wise. Failure to remit collected GOL revenue may impair. Listen to the word. Failure to remit. You collect the government tax and you fail to remit it into government account. Now who doing it? That CDC people doing it? That Mr. We are doing it, or that Mr. Tue? Right? They collect the taxes from the people. But to pull in government account, they don't pull it there. They keep it where nobody know. Then when you talk, then they jump. 2003, 2023, and 2020. As soon as you thought they own the jump, they won't be called, they won't confuse Liberian people. So who collected those monies? And the report is saying that you didn't put the money in the government's account. Failure to remit collected GOL revenue may impair the achievement of GOL's mandates and objectives. This may lead to misappropriation and misapplication of GOL revenue. So if you're asking why the University of Liberia did not receive the allotment, or this other place does not really receive the allotment, because the revenue that informed these approval decisions or budgetary approvals, the revenue that inform when the revenue come, the people can give it to government, they can keep it for their 2029 campaign. They can keep it for the 2029 campaign. Enforcement mechanism for collection of revenue may be inadequate. The people, they don't want doing it. So you think they won't enforce the collection? No, they do not want to. Right? Let's see what the Auditor General position is. We acknowledge management acceptance of our findings. So they that say agree. They that say agree.
So
findings and recommendation. We will follow up on the implementation of our recommendation during subsequent audit. People do their own. They say, okay, you agree. So then the board recommend, you say, yeah, when you catch the rules, anything you say, the board can agree. Yeah. Like our man, tell the guy yesterday, say, everything, because you're caught right-handed. So the Mexicans pull out anything, say, don't come back again, yeah. And don't do the one, no celebrity business, yeah, I agree. The media won't move on there. So on this point, the Ministry of Finance people just wanted to be, left off the hook, and they don't want to account for the money. And people I say, yeah, even your recommendation will agree. So people say, okay, saying we acknowledge that. So remember that we want to ensure the implementation of our recommendation. The next time we come here, that is for the 2025. The 2025 audit will happen in 2026, maybe February also, or March. But folks will stop here. So this is the volume. This is the volume of thievery that's happening. And who else do we blame? Should we blame Tue for Gafon's mess? Gafon, when Tue had a mess, he took responsibility. And yesterday, Liberians are voting everywhere. Shan Liberia just posted her poll result, I think yesterday.
Oh, really? The one for the minister?
For the Minister of Finance. Check it up and see. Right? Tue was elected by far a better fiscal manager than all the others. Tue got more than 50% of the total vote. Samuel Tue. So you do your own mess, you take your mess. But you do your mess, then you won't find other people to put your mess on. The people say no. That one not fair. Later, former Finance Minister Tue has been chosen as the best finance minister in post-war Liberia by online voters. Out of 3.5k votes cast, Tue received 2.2 votes. 2,258 votes, while Augustine P. Gafon received 1,048 votes. Amara Kone 136 votes. Boema Kamara 40 votes. Right? So the president you won't be. You and Tue go president, Tue will be you, Lensla. There you go.
This is where we are.
We'll take calls and be out of here
take
because
few
people, they are very arrogant. They don't even care. They're stealing from the country. And
they're stealing and rushing, running around to justify their stealings. That is where we
the
are.
whole way you have to control it.
Nothing.
Simple crying. Then you still come out. Nobody is taking. Then you say nobody buying water in gallon here. I let how the people are going around.
DTV went.
Right?
So let's speak.
This age you lying publicly that I said nobody buying in Liberia. Why you misrepresenting? This is the reason why people will remain in poverty, because the few people that are in power here and they're taking fabulous salary. When they go to partner, they can misrepresent our plight. When you go lie to the people, say all of us get carbon water. So you think the people get any investment to come put carbon water here anymore?
Uptown Pew, good morning.
Yeah, I hear that. Abu, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Oh, my heart pain, based on the analysis you got carry on concerning the GSA audit report. But get taken back to the fact that, if we Liberians truly love the generation after us, right? We truly love the generation after us. We want to have people like what's his name, Joseph Boga, as president of our country. And seriously, it hurt my heart every day to see young Liberians who would dream every day to come to another country to see life before they die.
I want us to talk about government. Government is bragging. Government said he was begged to be finance minister, and this is what happening. So tell us now, why did anybody beg this man?
I want to drive it out. You see, look, even the food that will carry out, the online food that will carry out, the reason why I don't have that number, I will tell you the reason why I don't have that number to compete with 12 because Gafan is the current finance minister. Liberians, like you normally say, we have two Lagos. Because Gafan is the current foreign minister, finance minister, that's the reason why he's even wrestling up with 12. But to be frank, I observed 12 as minister, that was the best that ever happened to Liberia in our financial corridor.
Mm-hmm.
So they help me. Trust me. They help me to see the case of today that we born today, right? Want to come to another man country. I don't want to name a specific country, right?
Mm-hmm.
We come to another man country to seek passion. If feeling in America, but it's in America, enjoy life.
I know.
I mean, that there was a reason why God born me. Look, I want to give you a short story that I call, right? I can tell my friend the last. Tell me, I went back into the United States of America. This is America, the United States.
Okay.
My father went to school here, high school, college. My father got me in the country. I had a child from this battle. My father had to go back to Liberia and bomb me there. I believe that there's a reason why my father put me in Liberia.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Definitely. And we're talking about this. There are records. Thank you,
Uptown, thank you for your participation.
Hey guy, there's a history of these people lying. Even the president, the man who is president today. Remember when you're pursuing the presidency, he took someone on a trip to America. They went, they put in someone. I know that pharmacy people.
Yeah.
Dump side. You're standing there, we're seeing all kind of expired medicine. You see, you come and bring them to the country, right? Since 2021. Since 2021, Waka goes stand in the people medicine store and say, you come and bring continue medication here. Up to now, Waka ain't bring that medicine here. So you see, lying and deception not correct. The old man went, that story. You saw the people, my boy, then they put the picture. They don't even know about it, nothing. You put it all, you did statement. That you come from talking to your partner, you bring in medicine in the country, medicine ever came, and did the same thing with the fish. One time I probably went and brought rotting fish here. Huh? Okay.
Yes.
So
let's just pick few calls. 077610410410. We want to do another draw quickly. *255*1#. For those of you using the button for me, then *255*1#. For just 50 LD. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Mama Samar is a basic all the time. Then come and invest the sign and to get issue. That was the exact reason. Because one of the guys is to call the name of that money. They want to steal the people want to give it a chance. They got the pressure will go up. That was every time that person was sick in that finance ministry dealing because they cannot stealing, they cannot stealing and whatever that person to be doing. He said it was too much, you know, no time to the repetition. But each time he's going there, the quarter money in the one that the whole pressure will go. Now you're always sick. That's why the person say, oh, instead of me living here and spoil my scorecard, my professional scorecard, you'll be better every day. And they went for their mail who do that beating. Yes, they're begging at you because the person buying. He's no for begging. Okay. Oh, my brother is no for begging. He begs for everything.
All right, star 255 star 1 hash. We want to do another draw before we close up here. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Edgar. Let me say morning, Abu.
Morning, David.
This is David King. Don't you this morning somewhere in Morocco? You see, Edgar, Abu, I am very much tired now with this one. So what makes me tired is this: like we are not stressed. Not to sit here and allow these people to take off for Iraq. All these things that people are doing today. Yesterday, it was CDC government. Then by now, the country also now with protests everywhere. But today, we're sitting here and just talking, no action. So the guys will steal all the money here. And yesterday, when the civil servants did not take pay, they were all on social media, on all the radio stations. They are not taking pay now. You're not hearing from any of them. Nobody saying anything. I don't know why they intellectual talent and the family are in that decision. They are not seeing it to be an issue, but they're sitting there and lying broker to take them forever. I think it's just bad. We like really need to wake up and make them all feel old men who are begging all around here, who never had anything for himself. His flesh dropped on the bone. His skin was hanging on the bone like nothing else. Today, you know, he have getting nourished with our money, and we're sitting here and lying. He and the phone and passing around will be Sabu and telling us that you are bad will come to serve. I mean, if you are bad will come to serve, then you need to serve with diligence, but you came to steal so that you can make yourself president. Which we're not happy because the people are not to be told that if the ninth floor of the Ministry of Finance daily is where they got a command center that fund use that place for political meeting instead of doing the Ministry of Finance job. I mean, Liberia need to wake up from our summer and make these people to understand enough is enough. Liberia need to get what they need.
Thank you. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right, David. Let's talk to somebody else. Star 255 star 1 hash or star 255 star 1 hash for just 50 LD. You stand a chance to be a part of our list of winners here. Morning.
Hi, good morning, Abu and Eda.
Good morning.
This is Washington Soup and I call from Davisville.
Washington, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, I don't know that we continue on this thing to people. This government is leading us that it came to rescue us. We knew that it was coming to see. And my brother David asked why is civil servants are fired, they are not protesting. You know, the city government was living with them, the city government allowed people to express themselves and do whatever they want to do. But you see the government threatening the people. When you go against them, we'll start you. So how they will speak? They will not speak. Thank you.
Thank you too for your participation. This person, morning.
Good morning, Ega.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Mohammed and I'm joining you from Broadway.
Okay.
You know, Ega, Gafwa is trying to say this case because, you know, he has been engaged into these things that the people did the quality of. So you wouldn't want to say that when Baka hear it, then Baka will start with this basic. And then all of those documents that maybe will be after his time, the next person that will get into office, they will be having all the responsibility to honorable. That's what he's doing it for. So You know, everything I pay by pay. As we get in there, small, everybody will understand where we are.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Star 255 star 1 hash. For those of you using the porting phone, and then star 255 star 1 hash. For those using the smartphone, 50 LD, you stand a chance to 5,000. Good morning. Morning.
Go ahead. Patient for tomorrow.
Go ahead, patient.
If the issue this morning, for me, my belief, Kapa when I ain't in water. But Kapa not in water. In a water. Kapa just looking for
you know, see, you may want to survive other government. If you wouldn't want to resolve except by
Kapa not in water. But the other day was there, when I say, you know, sister, that one move.
Yeah,
I know. Kapa when I ain't over there. Kapa in water. You can't look for someone in water. So, Papa can win it, go to the Bible, but in Iowa. Mama come out there, you say, what's his spirit, what you want Iowa? If it's a fight, you know, when it comes to power, when I come on,
all right. Thank you. Let's talk to, I'm sure, Masisi. Morning. Morning.
I am coming home, actually. Thank you for the show this morning. This is the battle on the land. Masisi, the police of Flower.
Go ahead.
No, I want for Kafa to understand that we ask if I want money that is still here in Waka people there. In a game, I can't get it. If when you want to play the data thing, talking about water.
Masisi, your line is. The line is so star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash for just 50 LD. Let's see whether we can have 3 more persons in 3 minutes. Morning.
Good morning. My name is Herman Harpo and I joined from Red Light.
Go ahead from Red Light. Red Light, be quiet this morning.
If people fool us, if people really, really fool us.
Imagine,
you know, it is so unfortunate to find people who have plastic around them and they're not making anything. They were lucky to work with international partners at the time for Omeo. You have experts in the system. So they were there and building like they were the ones doing the work, but it was not them. But the more unfortunate part about it is they're not doing anything. We have people coming to the country who knew about budgeting, who knew how to put numbers together to stabilize things. Now that the people are born, they were fine, but they don't get anything. The people corner. All the book at the time, you see these people and say you're stupid. You know, you need to prepare for a clever. But today, this is our country. Here we are. How did we get here? Is the million dollar question. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This person, how did you get here? Morning.
Morning.
You're live. Go ahead. Go ahead from Central Monrovia. 2 more persons, then we'll do job. Morning.
Hey, God, I got yes, it's still a business city. You know, yes, this day, everybody want to become president, yes, it's a better form. When I put it in the job, become president, yes, it's a better stupid. I'm going to just see the potato, but I'm going to be
all right. This other person, morning.
Yeah, morning,
morning.
So, to remain in the course of the government 6 years, they will never change according to what the man of God said previously. The people have understood more Liberian or from 85 to 90%, they are not familiarized with their own law, especially Article 1. If the people were zero, like what are thinking on Article 1 can remove the people back. You will not allow someone to do what yes. But because everything upside down from the minister, from the executive marshal to that of the judiciary up to the law making point, which is the capital building. So why the people that are powerful?
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
They change their mind. When they give their plan, they change their mind.
And yes, indeed, that's how we like to bring the curtains down. And the Capitol building, as some people were talking about, that one, they're looking, it is looking too sickening, and that's why we feel like the day they were to put themselves together, then they will tell us exactly. I know a lot of you that were believing them, they were saying, oh, that person burned the blade. Now you're all shamed. Look at how long it's taking them. Responsible people, you lie on them. Lawmakers, you incriminated them. Let's wait for the day you're on to turn around. Your end. Let's wait for how your end will be. When you lie on people like this, your ending can be terrible. So we're waiting. All of you, now you can enjoy your power, flex your muscle, and do whatever you want to do. But there is always that one day. Always, when you have the opportunity, remember the way you want to end peacefully. So always use your today to prepare for your tomorrow. Gregor Como, Sam Gay, Prince Johnson, NSA, Mark Ambler. Though Mark Ambler has taken charge of the Koso drugs investigation. So Mark, please forget about the drinking Benedict feed and tell us what is happening. But we gotta go, man.
We'll be here tomorrow on the midweek edition of the program. Until then, let's keep the peace of Liberia. This country will not burn.
So yes, indeed. Until we see you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.